Today we are working on a 2013 Mazda CX-5, and what we will be doing today is switching out the neutral switch, which is this, and I will have a link in the description below for the part. And what it's doing essentially is when you start the vehicle and you go to put it in park and then you go to turn it off, the car cuts off, but all the accessories stay on because it doesn't know that it's in neutral. The temporary way around this is that when you turn the vehicle off, you want to hold the lever all the way over to the left side, and then when you turn it off, everything turns off. So if you have to do this, if you have to take it and push it all the way over and then turn off everything and go off, that means that your neutral switch needs to be replaced. The first thing you want to do is scoot the front seats forward, and then you're going to have one of these covers on both sides of the center console. Is take something and pry the cover out like so, and behind that you're going to have a Phillips head screw. You want to take your screwdriver and just remove the Phillips head screw, and you want to do that on both sides. After you get the two center console rear screws out, you want to come to the front. First thing you want to do is go ahead and remove the shift knob, and you should be able to just twist this right on off like so. You want to take a little pry tool, or if you have a trim remover tool, and you want to put it right in between the gap there and just kind of pry until you get it to snap apart like so, and just gently move all the way around. And then once you get that up, you can take the top trim piece off like so. You will have a little connector there, so don't pull too hard at first. Alright, so disconnect the connector like so. The piece that we are attempting to replace is going to be this part right here. And to get to this, we need to remove that screw, and that screw. So once you get those removed, you can remove this plate here. We also need to remove this piece as well. Once we have all four pieces removed and the bracket removed, what we want to do then is that we want to take this side panel here, and you want to kind of separate it like so from both sides. And then the two bolts that we removed out of the rear console earlier, now that those are gone, we can take the center console and we can slide it back to give us more access. Is that this is going to have a couple of clips, and if you just grab the back here, that will release that clip, another clip, and then that pops up. I'll take my little pry tool, and then that pops that one loose, and the same thing for the rear. And then we lift this whole section off right here to remove that screw. We have the wiring harness under it. And like that is out. So installation is just a process in reverse. So I got the switch installed, I got my 4 bolts and this bracket installed. So I always like to check to make sure that my stuff is working before I put it all back together. So let's give it a quick start. Let's put it in drive. Let's just throw it back up in park, and let's make sure that everything turns off as it should. and everything turns off as normal. All right, and one more test just for good measure. Like I said, take it, throw it in drive, and just like normal, just put it back in park. Works as it should. So if you are having the issue, you turn it off, but the radio and your accessories stay on. But if you take it over and just kind of force it to the left and turn off at the same time and everything goes off, that means that your neutral switch solenoid, whatever that thing is not working correctly, and this will be the way to properly fix it. Because otherwise, if somebody drives your car, like valet or a friend, and they don't know, and they just get out the car willy-nilly, you're going to come back, your battery's going to be dead. So this is the solution for the issue. This thing has 227,538 miles on it. So this would probably be the last time that this will need to be replaced. So until next time, think, build, enjoy. Peace.